Graham's bunch, I'm the head of the bunch. Graham's bunch, I'll make you eat your packed lunch.
My name is Graham, I've got my own show, driving around in my convertible.
Graham's bunch,
I got my own show, Graham's show, I got my own show. Feeling Graham, feel it of course, feeling the rhythm, feeling the fourth.
everyone in a lunch bunch got a hump. Everybody in a lunch bunch got a Graham. Graham in a bunch with a lunch got a hump. Everybody gonna have a lunch with
You all right, Graham? How you doing?
Graham got a lunch.
Well, very good, thank you, Terry. Very good. Every time I listen to that, I just can't help but bust out a move.
What move did you bust out this week?
Too. A little bit like a tired robot, but one that's still was excited about dancing. So.
Well, absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WallerFM. I'm Terry, and with me as ever is Graham.
It's the young man G-Meister. Although I'm feeling a little bit ropey today, actually.
I'm not sure why you had to remind the audience that you're young there. It seems it's a little bit sensitive about that, aren't you, Graham?
Well, that's the thing. I'm young at heart, aren't I? So, you know.
Well, you're sounding a little bit croaky today. You all right? Have you do you want me to get your slippers for you? And we'll just have to sit down,
mind,
can't we?
actually, because I could do with just taking a load off, taking the weight off.
Yeah, let's just calm it down. Let's just keep it really, we don't need to do anything. Let's just sit. Let's just have a sit down.
Let's just take a moment. Do you know what? I'd really like a sit down. I've been busy on the allotment all day. Weeding, getting the grow patches ready for the next lot of veggies.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, as you all know, it is Soft Skeleton Awareness Week, and Graham's he's just been out all week campaigning, haven't you, Graham?
It's something that is very close to my heart. So the very first dog that I had very, very soft skeletal structure, and it was something that he was riddled with. Try seeing him pick up a stick, couldn't do it in the vets for a week. So it's just something I like to go out into the community, spend a lot of time, raising awareness, talking about soft skellies.
Soft bones. Who's got a soft bone? Might have soft bone.
Who's got a soft bone? I've had a soft bone all week.
Yeah, well, you usually do, don't you, Graham? But then sometimes, it hardens up. I'm only joking, Graham. Dirty jokes there.
Oh no, I was talking about my bones. I've had a soft bone in my foot, and it won't harden up. That's the thing with Soft Skeleton Awareness Week. I'm trying to raise the awareness for that.
But I'm just using this opportunity to make some dirty innuendos, like the old man that I am.
That's true, actually. Well, good for you.
Yeah, people out there in the radio land, have you got soft bones? Have you reopened your business with a skeleton staff? How soft are they?
How soft are the bones? Is anyone doing any charity fundraising for Soft Skeleton Awareness Week? Dressing up in a nice soft skeleton suit.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds a lot like a lot of work, really, doesn't it, Graham? I mean, I'd rather have a sit down, honestly.
Oh, that's true. Actually, I've got a lot of jobs around the house to do as well. Thinking about it, I've got to start thinking about painting the summer house and getting some fat balls out for the birds
and just having a good kip. I think that's what I'm thinking about. Having a nice bit of shut eye. But we've got reports coming in from Skegness that the Skegness skeletons have risen again this year from the graveyards. So if you're out and about, then just look out for them. They're soft skeletons. They're not scary ones like in Scooby-Doo or something. They're like soft ones, and you can, if they let you, give them a little squeeze. But otherwise, stay your distance.
Keep your distance, but at the same time, if you do manage to have a little bit of a catch-up with one, it would be the perfect opportunity to take them on a roadshow. Take them on a tour of the local schools, take them to a few of the local eateries, and just start raising awareness about soft skellies. Yeah. But equally,
see if you can tickle the old funny bones, hey?
That's nice. Why did the skeleton cross the road? Well done.
The audience. Thanks, audience.
Thanks, audience. I've got one. Why did the skeleton cross the road?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because he had to get to bloody work, you silly idiot. Skeletons have got a job as well, They're always doing work, aren't they?
That's a really good one, that is, Graham. That's a really good joke.
Thanks, because it catches people off guard. They don't expect the work element of it.
Well, Graham, I don't know about you, but I'm done. I'm ready for a cup of tea and a sit down. Honestly, that's just where we are these days.
I'm done in. That's it. Well, I've gone to. I'm looking at my trousers and thinking that the crease isn't quite down the middle. That's where I'm at these days.
I'm looking
for
at
love and money.
I mean, I don't know, Graham. Let's go over to the phone. There's someone I can see. There's a caller waiting. He's looking really impatient. Let's just go over to the call. Open up the phone lines. We haven't even really asked any questions yet, but let's just open up the lines and see what's going on.
Let's just see what's happening. Hello, good evening, welcome to it. Hello, it's me, it's Graham here. How are you? Oh, right, oh, yes.
I'll tell you now.
Me.
Bloody hell. Bloody, you wouldn't, I mean...
I agree. Absolutely.
See you later then, Graham. Anyway, cheers for that. See you later.
Thanks for that. That was really good. Thank you.
That was a very nice phone call there.
That was nice. That was really good.
Give us a ring if you want to have a nice stretch. Just give us a ring. You can stretch with us. Stretch together.
Stretch together.
It's lockdown Britain. You've got to sort of communal spirit. You just got to get together somehow, haven't you?
Reminds me of the Blitz tether. I don't know if you remember it, but I certainly do. The bright lights in the sky.
Yeah, and then a big flash of white when they dropped the nuclear bomb, didn't they? And don't look at the blast, they'd say. And then of course 10 minutes later comes the shockwave, and we all got cancer, didn't we?
We did actually.
Those who didn't get blasted.
Well, exactly. That's what I was going to say. My auntie, that's where she first got her soft bones. And for a few months, actually, after the first blast, I had a soft bone. Couldn't
get it up,
couldn't firm them up. Couldn't firm up my bones. So,
right, yeah.
But, calcium. A few calcium tabbies down the old neck, and the bones are back to being hard. So,
well, anyway, just give us a ring. How's your back? How about that for a talking point, Graham? How's your back?
That's a good. Do you know what? Actually, because we've all been through it. The past couple of weeks have been an absolute barnstormer. It's taken a toll on me. It's bloody aged me. How's your back? How's your back?
How you doing? What's going on?
Let's take a caller.
Have we got a caller?
Let's take a bloody caller. I think we had just open them up.
I'm listening. Who's there? I'm listening.
Oh, is this Graham and Terry?
This is Graham and Terry on WallerFM. Who's calling, please?
Hey up, Terry, love. It's me. It's Pat.
Pat, what's going on?
Was
your back hurting?
You asked me how my back was. It was bad. I think I've popped a disc. I have. Oh.
Well, tell you what. Long-time listener, first-time caller, I imagine.
No, long-time caller, first-time bloody listener.
Another bloody one of them. So you don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to play a game of... How many wheeze did you have last night?
Let me have a think. 5. It was 5. I just don't remember 5. Because every time I go, a bloody bird pipes up, doesn't it? And I thought, that's the 5th one.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Have yourself a bloody good... Make some noises. Have some good... have a good stretch.
Oh, Terry, love. Oh, crumbs. I'm going to have to go. My back's not well.
Oh, nice. Nice to hear from you anyway, Pat. Always a pleasure to hear from a long-time caller, first-time listener. Graham... we've got some... I'm looking at the tweets, the live tweets, and they're saying that the show has lost its youthful edge. I don't know what they're talking about. This is youthful as ever.
Did they not hear the intro song? The convertible?
Exactly.
Not all the young kids are doing that. Allotments? Isn't that what they're doing these days?
Honestly, I don't know what people want. If you know what? If you make something cool, they'll bloody rebel against it.
Why don't they just? That's it. As soon as something kicks off, they want to rip it down, don't they?
People are making memes about you, Graham. Do you know what a meme is?
How are you spelling that?
MEMES.
Memes.
Memes. Yeah, people are sorry. I must have. I thought I pronounced it wrong, Graham. People are making memes about you on.
Memes. All right. Okay. And what does that entail?
I don't know. It's got your head on it, Graham, and it sort of says, "When you meet the girl you love," and then it's got a picture of your head, and you put on a funny face. I don't get it.
Oh, right. Can we start our own for Soft Skeleton Awareness Week?
If you can, if you've got any out there in the cyber world, any of you internuts out there in cyber world, get some memes going. Yeah, if you just surfing the net, browsing the web, if you're a big web head like this one over here. We're massive web heads here, aren't we, Graham?
Well, we are actually, and I'm often looking for my www dots or my HTTPSers and all that. Is it an FTP server? Yes, please. I'll be sending it snail mail.
So, Graham, tell me, what game will you be playing on this week's Hot Porridge?
This week's Hot Porridge, the game that I will be playing.
Can you give us a sneak preview? Because we've really got a youthful, we've got to appeal to the youth. So video games, they're massive with the youth, aren't they, Graham?
That's it. And actually thinking about it, I have got quite a nice video game. So hang on, let me just get comfy. Let me get my soft bones down.
Oof.
Oh, right, okay. Well,
video television games.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna, use your telephone keypads. Right, we're gonna have a game of Graham's gentle question game with a nice sit down.
All right, we're gonna have a game of. What was the sponsor? Sorry.
Sponsored by Cups the Bloody Tea.
Okay, so it's Graham's gentle question. Sorry, Graham. I was thinking you wanted to get off for your hot porridge, so I was sort of ushering that on. But we can have a quick game of Graham's gentle question game with a nice sit down, sponsored by Cups of Tea, if you'd like.
Just a quick one, if that's all right. Yeah. I mean, if we've got any, I'm assuming we've got a caller.
Well, let's go, Graham.
Get him in.
It's bloody anarchy on this show.
Anna Key, is that who's on? Anna Key, right?
Anna Key, okay. We've got Anna Key on the line.
Hello? It's Anna!
Well,
Anna
that's
Key!
nice. The phone didn't even ring either, Anna Key, but that's nice that you're here.
Oh, it's all right. I've got one of them new phones, ain't I? Ain't got a ringer on it.
Oh, right. Okay, and I've still got a house phone, so... Anyway, that aside...
You're right, boomer, you are, Graham, aren't you? Right, bloody boomer.
Well, it's been said, but I've got quite a deep voice. It's quite booming,
No,
Before we get in,
okay,
boomer. Is this a call or is this Terry? Because I can't.
This ain't Terry.
Right. Okay. Well, first of all,
it's not me, Graham. That's definitely a caller.
I'm here.
You've done it. I caught you out straight away because there wasn't a ringer on the phone. Yeah, the bloody call on.
No, I'm a real caller, Graham.
Oh, right.
Graham, honestly, it's a real caller. I'm not joking. It really is a real caller. I'm not fucking about.
Right, so much going on in the world. So, how soft are your skeletons?
I want to play the game, Graham. Can I play the question game?
Yeah, you can play the question. It's a gentle game, though. So, what I want you to do is I want you to take your shoes and socks off.
Am I being a bit too loud?
You're spoiling it a little bit.
All right, calm it down then, shall
That's
I?
it.
Is that
Now,
nice?
Yeah, if you could just pop your ovaries on the side table and just get your slippers on.
Oh, shall I pop my fallopian tubes over there as well?
Yeah, actually you should. Well, I would, but I've got very soft bones, so I
could harden it up.
No, you couldn't. Because it's the calcium deficient. No, it's the calcium deficiency, and that. It was a very strange noise you just made, but that's fine. So it's Graham's. I liked it in a way.
Sexy noises, Graham. Them the sexy noises.
You sound like something that's just joined us from Victorian ages. Like
maybe
you're
I have, as it were.
Gallery maid.
Alright, let's get on to this question game then, because I've got to sit down.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just. Oh, crikey me. Well, Anna, come on. Graham's gentle question game. So.
Alright, okay, so.
It starts.
Begin it, or you're going to begin it?
No,
okay.
I'm going to begin the game because it's Graham's. It's not Anna's.
I know, but you're a bit of a boomer and you sort of takes you a while to get out of things, isn't it?
No, that's true, actually. Well, all right, so you join... So we find you, Anna, sat in a rocking chair. You've got a blanket covering your knees. You've got a hot cocoa next to you. And you're dozing just next to a nice warm fire. Take it away, Anna. What can you see?
I put
What's in
the
the
telly
room?
on, didn't I? Because I thought Countdown was on, but they don't show it no more. So
It's
instead
on
I
quite
had-
loud, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it is a bit loud, and I'm worried about next door. They probably fallen asleep, innit? But so I try and turn the volume down on the TV, but it's going up when I press down on it. What's that about? It ain't Countdown. It ain't Countdown. It's something else. It's a sort of reality show set at a supermarket, and I'm really confused because I don't like this one. I could go to the fucking supermarket if I want, can I? I don't want to see that. I walk down there if I want it. I'll just watch the TV. I want a Countdown.
Yeah, and Countdown's not on, right? Okay, so the Countdown's not on. Is there anything else you can see in the room?
Well, there's a candle by the curtain, and I'm sort of worried that it will set it on fire. I mean, the flames are quite away from it, but I start getting worried about flames at my age. Don't you?
Well, that's it. And I think as you try and get up, you feel that niggle in your back, and your hip starts to go. So you end up just sitting back.
Sitting down, yeah, stay sitting down.
You stay sitting down. You pull the blanket up a bit further. You slowly sip that Horlicks, and you gently rock off to sleep.
All right, thank you. That's it. I'm done now. I don't want to I want to go to bed now. So okay,
That's
thank you.
it.
Bye.
All right.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Bye, Graham.
That was
Bless your
brilliant.
cotton socks.
That's
I
all
really
right.
love it.
Thanks, Anna. Thanks for
She's
that.
gone. Thanks, Anna. That was Anna there. Anna Key.
Anna Key. So,
Graham.
Myth Key. Myth Key. Have
Graham,
you the key
look.
to my heart?
I've got reservations,
Romeo,
Graham.
Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Graham, we've lost the youth. We've lost the youth, Graham.
The bloody youth love Shakespeare, don't they?
We've lost the youth, Graham. We've lost the youth viewers, listeners, and viewers.
Shall I get on my penny farthing and go and have a shout round the streets?
Graham, we're falling behind here. Look, you know what? Hot Porridge. We're going over to Graham's Hot Porridge. He's playing a wicked new video game on the Super Nintendo. So this should get the kids back into it, shouldn't it, Graham?
And that's it. And I hope are you coming across as well?
I'll come across, but I'll keep my gob shut.
Exactly, that's where we are at this point. Before we go to the Hot Pother, I just want to say, you're now accepting of Hot Pother. You've realised that actually it's an extension as opposed to a crushing of what we've got.
It's like Twitter, isn't it, Graham? At first you say, what's the point of that stupid website? It's just a lot of people telling you what they're doing, but everyone joins eventually. And, the Prime Minister's tweeting eventually, so here we are.
That's true. That's where we are. So come and join me at the Hot Pother. Gang, can I trust that you'll join?
Let's go over to the Hot Porridge right now and just see what's a cracking.
Right, guys, welcome to Graham's Hot Porridge. I hope you've got your bowls ready. Porridge, almonds, honey, banana. We're talking fruit, we're talking raisins. Are you putting chocolate in? What are you going for? Let me know. Welcome to the exciting world of bath fishing. Wits with the tenacious and elusive. Excellent adjectives there. Already starting the game out quite nicely. Hi in the chat. All right, cracky boils. Good God, it's Graham. Yes, it is. Get down with the G unit. Calf blazer, always there. Let's do it, guys. Rad Rat, cheers for the sub. Good to have you on board. Everyone loves the rat, especially love a rad one. It's nice that they're setting the game up with that first. And it's Black Bass. Basin, 1994. Ring Lizard, it's the Hot Porridge. Glad you're new to it. First time listener, long time caller. I'm glad to have you here. Cheers, Power Pants. Keep it up to date. Pick a new data here. Input your name. I'm gonna go for something rad, like Hot G-Man, Sex on Legs, something like that. I'm going hot. I'm gonna go Hot G man, Sex on Lake, just Hot G will do. It's nice that they've got the detail of setting up the angler. That's nice. I'm right-handed. No glasses for me. Got some glasses on. So, just for disguise, I guess. I'm too cool. Oh, look at the outfit choices. Yes, please. Cheers, Pol Pot, for the sab. Yeah, talking of glasses. If Pol Pot's involved, I'm not wearing glasses at all. Yeah, hey, J-Face, just use your microwave. Milk, you can water if that's what you prefer. Microwave, 2.5 minutes. Give it a stir, add some more milk in, it's fine. Look at this guy. Sorry, I was looking in the chat. Look at he's got a nice waistcoat on, big baggy trousers. Although he looks more dishevelled in the speech picture than he does there. It's a longer day, I guess. Tournament rules, great sponsors. I'm seeing that this is not like the fisherman that I... What are you? All right, you little creep. Yeah, I'm in this tournament. What's it to you? All right, John, you're an expert fisherman. Well, join the competition then. I want your assistance. I mean, yeah, but why aren't you? That's not an option. Why aren't you competing? Cuthbert Kisser, did you shave your balls yet? I did, actually. I've nicked them. Just a little nick on the side. I've put some Savlon on, which coincidentally Savlon's quite good for any squeaky doors or a broken zip. Give it a try. Here we go, the lake abounds with plant life. Head for the reeds or the lily pad, that's a good tip. Off on the speedboat. People milling around, look at that, just milling around enjoying the day. Turning quite fast, they don't know where to look. And the detail that's gone into this game is obviously visible at this point. You can see obviously with any kind of body of water, there's deeper parts and the shallower parts. I'm not going to go through... Don't go through that. Who's cleaning that when we get back? It's all over the propeller, weeds and whatnot. Cheers, Sloppy Ken, for the sub. Keep your sloppy seconds to yourself, please. That's lots of S's there. But yeah, you can see the body of water, the deeper parts, representing the deeper water and so on. And the actual jets of water coming off the back of the boat. Again, for 1994, that's a big detail, and it will have taken somebody a number of weeks to get that right, if not months. Loving the radar. Flashing, it feels like something from a sub. I think we'll cast here. Good base spot, that's good. Cheers, Verity, I'm glad I'm not cancelled as well. I mean, I have apologised, Pavid Darkin, but I can do it again. Sincerely apologise. I'm really sorry that you're upset about it. Cryptic Furby, does your tackle get all sticky in the hot weather? It does, but giving him a shave. Here we go, Raging Boner. Get my rod right ready and prepared. Stick it straight forward and see what we can catch. Yes, please. Here we go. A Raging Boner. Oh, it's just a red hot Raging Boner. Have we caught something? I'm trying to do the changing the direction of the lure. Have I changed that bit there? Lure. Like mare, isn't it? Mayor. Is that... are you talking about a horse? Or are you talking about the mare? Pillow? Actually, some people do make that mistake and they say, pillar? Where's me pillar? And they mean the pillow. It's tricky, isn't it? When will you play Soggy Biscuit again, Deza? Different chat, that one. DM me later. Completely ruined Jeff Pass. Let's have a look. Ruined this version of the game by... Cheers, Mississippi Slipper, for the... Mississippi Slipper. We're getting all the S's this week, aren't we? By removing half the options and dumbing down the menu system. Thought you'd have a better sense of the plays. Yeah, I know, but you've got to remember for hot porridge, we're not all fishing experts, Jeff Pass, so I agree with you, and normally that's what I'd play as solo, but it doesn't make for such an invigorating game if there's too many options. Let's have a look. Cheers, Coops. I did get the lotion. Worked a treat. Part of the reason why I've shaved down there as well, actually, on the recommendation of my GP, who, over video chat, had to look at it all, look at my tackle and assess. And this is nice as well, because it gives me a chance to speak to you all in the chat, as well as really focusing on the fishing. It's calm. It's time for the sticky boner. This boner is hot, this boner is hard, and this boner is sticky, and I am sticking it to a fish. The rod, not the boner. The rod could be the boner, so I see what you're thinking. Fishing games, too much time on your hands. Come on, Sketchy Times. This game's mellowing me out, that's it. Nice. Pumped up for the G. Cheers for successful Celia. Successful Cecilia. Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. It's a good tune, isn't it? Dipping into his box full of jailbait. Come on now, Lamau Twitch TV. That is not right, and I don't want it on my stream. Mods, can we kick that one? T-Sauce. My sister says her mum used to go to the bridge club with your sister and her cousin, and they used to play poker with your mum's auntie behind your second dad's tool shed. Yeah, actually, there was an illegal card ring that was a card ring. Straight at your hoop. Come on now. The beard. Yeah, it's pretty good. Helped by the fishing. These lily pads. Look, they're the fish. They're the fish. Well, maybe I need a different lure. Crap, Tony, cheers for the sub. You're not crap, mate. I love you. How does he think it's entertaining? Oh, come on, Flegger. Always with a nego. Matt Perry's on. Oh, you brought some sun cream. It's easy to get the time passed in. You could get some very... That's true, actually. I think one of the main things that past 1994, I think actually it was introduced in 1995, was that all fishermen at competitions had to lube up or cover up with sunscreen before competitions, because it was exactly based off of that information, Matt Perry. A few people got sunstroke and were quite ill. So, again, the detail on that screen. And it's a clicking as well, that kind of click wheel sound. For some people, it's annoying, but it's part of the fishing. You'll never get one doing that. Cheers, Danny Canamatri, for the sub. Great to have you on board. It is a hot mess, and I am feeling like a hot mess. I'm sweaty, me balls are hot, my sunscreen's melting. I need a fish. Any kind of fish. That does stink of fish. Get it washed. And also, just to remember sub-wise, you know, I always say it, but get on Amazon Prime. Amazon, it's another one. Amazon Prime. It's free money, really, from your point, and I'm accepting of it all. So anything you can chip away is really great. This content, sure, is going out free, but it does take some time, you know, from my sketch. You just ask the T-Man. Nice rod, Graham. Cheers, Frizzler. It's a Dunlop. It's a Dunlop rod, part of their Dunlop rod range. Isn't the first time Graham had his fingers in some fishy flats this week? Can't wait to see you again. Cheers, Julia Gulia. Keep it clean. In the chat, but also down there, because nobody wants that on their fingers.
WallerFM.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. Welcome to the meeting. Okay, honestly, gang, it follows me everywhere, that round of applause, and I'm really thankful for it. Even at our quarterly meeting here today, we've got the entire WallerFM staff here. Colin, Craig, hello. Graham, Terry,
All right.
good to see you here. Very nice. Malcolm, Stewie, you all right over there, boys? Is everything you need?
Yeah.
Middle management, Mike, I can see you're there.
All right, Andy. Yep. All good.
Very good. And you know, you're all here, and that's great. Rest of you are here as well. I'm not going to go through you all name by name. We'll be here all bloody day, am I right? Honestly, no, you lot, you're too much for me, you're too much. And then that's the thing I love about radio, is that you can come and do a quarterly meeting, and we've got a lot to go through today, don't get me wrong, some of it's very highbrow. We can still have a little bit of fun, can't we? Still have a little bit of fun, and that's lovely, okay? However, down to brass tacks, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I want to dig into that agenda, drill down a little bit, and just think about what we're going to discuss today, okay? Major thing, actually, we need to talk about, it's not all sunshine and bloody rainbows, we know that. one of the major things that we're playing for when we go out there every day, when we don us sporting socks and we run out onto that AstroTurf and we kick them goals down the audio halls, we know that we're aiming for a place on the Northwest Regional Commercial Radio ratings. You know you're playing for that. You know you're playing for that. And you bloody especially know that you're playing for that. And I don't know what you're all bloody playing at. Okay, because we've dropped from 5th to 6th in the county. 5th to 6th. There's only 6 bloody places. Shall I go through them for you? Terry, shall I go through them?
Yeah, I mean, I've read the notes, Sandy. I know what we're doing, but you know, if you might as well just reel them off.
Don't start getting like that with me. I don't honestly. I'm not.
It was a joke,
not in
Sandy,
the mood.
because the real feel
okay.
is number one. It was a joke. If you don't mind a joke,
I'm sorry. I'm just I don't mind a joke, but this is big stuff. So, like you said, real feel number one. Number one is the real feel. Number 2, Pure Pop Non-Stop Panic.
Great station.
They're rocking it at number 2. It is a bloody good station. They're playing some great hits at the moment. It's Pure Pop. Non-Stop, and I don't know where the Panic is. I don't feel they actually have any panic. The only panic is why are they not at number 1. So, Weatherby Solid Rock. What the chuff is that?
At number 3, Weatherby Solid Rock. It's your classic rock station. It's a good one for the dads.
That's true, actually. I've listened to a little bit of it. I'm not going to lie, but it's not for me. Pith Peelers 107. That's one for you, isn't it, Graham? Fandy, come on. Pith Peelers. Am I saying pith or am I saying pith? Graham, love. I love a joke. Can we have a round of applause? I just love it when you do that. I love it when you do that, when you're on the radio. I've been thinking, when we get to the Northwest Regional Commercial Radio Awards, which I know are coming up
if we're
very
invited
soon.
This year, because we've dropped to 6th in the ratings.
Terry Love, come on.
Well, you've not even finished reading out the bloody top 6 here. I know what position we're in. Who's beaten us then? Who's taken number 5 spot from us?
Sorry, Terry Love, do you want to come and do my job?
Yeah.
Or do you want to pipe down?
I would actually.
Well, actually, you've not qualified to. You haven't got your NVQ in radio. You haven't got your NVQ Plus award for radio. You haven't got your diploma in bloody radio. And I know for a fact that you've not got your national diploma in wires for radio.
Sorry, Terry, Sandy. I just thought I'd drop that in.
I don't know why I put you on the soundboard for today, but that's okay, that's fine. Anyway, Pith Peelers 107, we've just said at number 4. You want to know who's at number 5? Do I get a drum roll?
No.
No, I don't think we need one either. CrispsFM.
CrispsFM?
Crisps F bloody M.
Well, how are they beating us?
I don't know. But that's kind of going to be the first focus for today. So what we've done with the quarterly review for today is we're going to break it up. Okay, we're going to break it up and we're going to review each kind of reason as to why your rivals are doing marginally, let's say, better than you are at the moment. Okay?
Okay, fair enough.
So the first focus that we're going to have for this meeting is actually you, Malcolm.
All right. I mean, is Stuart involved as well, or?
No.
I could take the rap if you want, Malcolm.
Stewie, love, it's okay. You're on a different path, but I know you're part of it, and you will be part of it.
No, I sort of, I'll take the blame if it's all right. I mean, I did sort of cause a few of the problems over at Malcolm's show. I mean, I can take the blame if you want.
Bloody, are you? Is it your fault you're doing the bric-a-brac?
Well, I've really been pushing some of the new ideas through, and Malcolm's been saying, these aren't commercially viable, and I've been saying, no, trust me, I'm a sort of West End man, ain't I? And that's what happens. And anyway,
at the same time,
happy, isn't it?
No, the same time, Stewie, love, it's not time for pointing fingers. So if you're going to be part of it with Malcolm, then you stick together. Okay, that's what radio's about, brotherhood.
Yeah, well, you're sort of pointing the fingers at both of us, though, aren't you?
And that's what we should be looking at, and you should be sticking together. Mud is thicker than water. Okay, and both of you are mucky pups covered in mud. But anyway, keep it light-hearted. It's not all bad. But the first focus is going to be you. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at that rival station. We're going to go over to CrispsFM, and all of us are going to judge it. And we're going to see how you measure up against what they're popping out. Is that okay, everybody?
Yeah.
So if you get some pens and your paper ready, I want you to be taking notes. At the end of this, I want to know a couple of things that they're doing better, a couple of things that we could be doing better at than they are. Okay? Right, Terry, can you crank it out, please? CrispsFM.
Okay, let's go over to CrispsFM and have a listen to what they're doing then. Fair enough.
You've had the rest. Now crunch the best.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Bevan and Mark here on CrispsFM.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing, Mark?
Oh, I'm doing bloody great. I'm just cracking open a bag of ready salted.
You know what? I'm already crisps deep. I'm already potatoes deep into a bag of ready salters myself. 100% great British potatoes. Lovely as that.
Love a good crisp, I do. I tell you what, I'm telling you now, we are the crisp masters. We've proven it. We've gone up a rating slot. We're now 5th in the region. How's that, crisp heads?
Hey. Let's have a crunch on that, crisp heads.
And for you out there that are eating maize snacks, we'll let you in. Maize and potato, amazing. Oh, crisp heads around the region unite, because we are on the rise. I've got my eyes set on a number 1 spot.
Well, you know what? If we keep this up, Mark, I think we will be. Absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry to say, I'm going to have to come back into these crisps for a minute. Do you remember, Mark?
Oh, I do.
When they used to not be foil-lined bags like these, they were see-through.
Aye, I do.
Do you remember that?
Give us a ring. Do you remember? Massive crisp heads. Everybody, if you could all just crinkle your bags in aid of CrispsFM. We're going to be crinkling all across the nation this weekend with our newfound rise to the top. We might as well start out with a bit of crisp news. How about that, Bevan?
Absolutely. I mean, Mark, that's what I've come for. What I like about our show is that we've got some crisp news. I want to know the findings, and I want to know the blooming sightings. Crisp news in the region, please. Are we taking calls, or have we got these written down?
Let's go for a few. We'll go for a few just first, and then we'll take a few calls once we're into it. So on the tweet here, we've got Tom in Wakefield has found an expired bag of pepperoni discos in his garage. So if you could post them into us, and we might have a nice investigate there. How about that, eh?
Invest Crispgate.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, actually, yeah, we've had an email in thinking about it. Old Wissam, you remember Wissam?
I always love Wissam.
He's a long-time emailer, first-time emailer, and he's still got yesterday's cheese and onion Wotsits in his teeth. So
beautiful. How long do you like to keep crisps in your teeth? For me, if I have 4 bags of McCoys in a row, I can usually keep them in my teeth for about a week. But a single bag, I don't know, might be 9 or 10 hours.
Well, that's very true, actually. That's very true. It's the ratio. If you go too many, it's a blooming mess. If you keep it 4 or 5,
bloody chuffing mess.
Crikey me. Well, having a look, actually, we've actually had a shout on the old face ache, on the old crisp ache, on Crisp Book. Hey? Sally reckons that a local Nisa today's have brought back salt and shakes, but we don't have confirmation on that one.
I will believe that when I bloody see it, because
that bloody dream
has been a long time coming. We've been emailing Golden Wonder and all the other brands that were involved with salt and shakes back in the day, and we've never got a response. Now Sally reckons she's found them in Nisa today's. I'll believe it when I bloody see it.
How we bloody dream, Mark. I remember actually, not too many years ago, that we camped outside. What at KP?
We did.
We camped outside. We camped outside and had a petition. We had 40 signatures on that petition.
40 bloody signatures.
40 and I said, excuse me, we got 40 signatures here when you're bringing them crisps back. And you were dressed up like a salt and shake bag, actually, weren't you?
Yeah, no, I was dressed up like a massive Wotsit. It was great.
Oh, I don't know.
You were dressed up like wheat crunchies that week, weren't you?
I was, actually, yeah. They had the time, didn't they? They had the time. crikey. Brilliant.
The salt and vinegary states in town.
Crisps FM.
We're all massive crisps head here. Massive crisp heads here, and well, we're just going to read out a few quick. We asked last week which were the best crisp crossovers that you remember. For example, Branston pickle flavoured crisps. It wasn't a very good one, I don't think, but which are the favourite ones? We've got Pat in Kipax. He reckons Albasoil Watsits were his favourite.
They were good actually because they were soothing for your chest, but they were good for the old little sandwich tummy box, weren't they?
Yeah.
Carol from the hills. Do you remember him? I think you might do. The Calpol chipstick.
You give them to your kid when they're ill, don't you? When your kid's got a cough, don't give them medicine. Give them some Calpol chipsticks.
But the thing was, the issue with them was that you could only give them, 2. Obviously, people were feeding them the packs, weren't they? Full pack. That's a full bottle of Calpol. They're knocking them out. They were taking them to the blooming hospital.
Bloody out. So we've got
them intravenous crisp, intravenous drip, crisp.
Crunchy Claire from Halifax reckons Kit Kat pot noodle flavoured hula hoops were the best, and I think I might agree with you on that one. Crunchy Claire, always one of the biggest fans of the show, and she reckons that it's Kit Kat pot noodle hula hoops, and I agree.
I'd be inclined to agree with Crunchy Claire on that one. She crunches when she walks. Crunches when she walks. You know.
She does.
To listen to that crunch when she does. Oof.
And should we look ahead to next week now? Because coming up next week on the show, me Chico Latinos, it's Mexicanos Crisp Week.
Los Crispos Mexicanos.
We've got a load of crisps coming in from Mexico. We've ordered a massive punnet of them, a massive bucket of them, and Cuentros los Mexicanos Diablos. Tell you what crisp flavours will we be trying next week?
Well, I know for one, I'm going to be trying the salted caramel pistachio latte crisp. That one I'm very much looking forward to.
And I've got my eye set on these beans on toast toad in the hole combination crisps, and they're from Lay's. We don't get those over here, so that's exciting.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to the 3-bean casserole. That's going to be a good one. It's going to be a nice one, that one.
It's going to be good. I've got a good feeling about the Mexican Crisp Week, so make sure you stay tuned for that and get your hashtags trending.
No, get your bloody hashtags trending. But to be fair, though, we've not mentioned a couple of my favourites. I already thought you'd mention them, but quesadilla flavoured ones, they're going to be good, aren't they?
Oh.
Absolutely. In fact, actually, we're going on a little bit of a crisp pilgrimage very soon, me and you, aren't we?
That is absolutely right. We're going to be going all across the world. It's going to be great.
Well, the thing is, ladies and gentles, that we've got out there in your bloody crisp beds, we've signed a very big deal with KP, actually, who we petitioned and stood outside of a while ago.
Oh yeah.
And they're going to be paying for me and Mark to travel the bloody globe and try all the different crisps, and all we have to do is just do a little documentary about it.
It's going to be absolutely crisp-mental. I'm looking forward to it. I've already started lining my stomach. I start with 3 bags of wheat crunchies, moved on to some Pringles, and then topped them off with Space Raiders, just so I've got my stomach ready. My stomach's ready, and it's going to be... And tell you what, it's going to coincide with the lifting lockdown restrictions next week, and they'll be reopening some of the local crisp pools, won't they, Bevan? Have you heard about this?
I have, yeah. There's some of they are reopening. There's going to be plenty of crunchy backstrokes ahead for the little nippers from Eglinton Junior School.
So make sure you book now, because I tell you there'll be a massive queue for it, right? Local crisp pools. If you're crisp pool, have a look on the website, have a look on their Facebook. They will post if they're going to be reopening. It's in their interest to post, so make sure you book early, because they will be absolutely ram-packed.
And, make sure that you take your own crisp towels as well, because the ones that they provide there, they get very, very soggy halfway through. Bring your own crunchy crisp towel, get dry after that lovely crisp pool. And I know that they heat it, actually. It's a heated crisp pool to quite a fine temperature. So I'll be looking forward to that.
I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it is fantastic to be now 5th in the regional ratings. This is Crisp FM. It's not just a crisp show, it's an entire crisp radio station. 24/7. Crisp talk, crisp discussion, crisp related shows. And I'll tell you, Bevan, why don't you tell us what's coming up later on Crisp FM?
Absolutely. It's the only bloody job I've ever had where I can eat crisps and talk. Well, some of the shows that we've got coming up, actually, because like you say, if you're new to us, we've moved up in the rankings. It's 24 hours worth of crispy content. So we're going to be back-to-back crisp eating with Larry Leadstomach. He's going to be eating 4 multi-packs back-to-back. He doesn't do very much chat. He's busy. Back-to-back.
But he does a competition. Guess the flavour of the crisps that he's eating. And if you win, you might get a jar of celebrity crisp burps. And who have we got in those celebrity crisp burps, Bevan? I heard Tom Hanks is involved, but only a rumour.
It is only a rumour. I know that we've got Daniel Bedingfield, and I chased him for quite a while, actually, quite a long time ago. Lisa Stansfield, actually, I found right at the back of the cupboard.
You had to pin her down and push a burp out of her chest, didn't you? And then straight into a jar, caught it. I remember that story.
Caught it. Well, that's it. And that one's been actually sitting in the back store cupboard for a number of years now, probably 15, 16 years. So I don't know if it'll still be fresh, but it's still worth its weight.
What is your average shelf life on a celebrity burp caught in a jar if you catch it immediately?
If you catch it immediately and you can get it frozen, you'd be looking at up to anything for 20 years. After that, it's incrementally coming down based off, where you're leaving it.
And
really.
I would avoid inhaling too many out-of-date crisp burps. You could get yourself botulism. You don't want that. Watch out for it. So, now we know what's coming up, we've got a special competition. If you were here last week, you'll remember we had a competition, play a song in crisps, and I do believe the song was Wham. We had Wham played on crisps, and one of our lucky callers guessed it. That was Tom Banks in Middlesbrough. But today we've got another one. We have got another crisp hit. All you need to do is give us a ring. Tell us what the crisp hit is.
Tell us what it is. Without further blooming ado, Mark, can you play us the tune? What have we got?
Okay, what song are we recreating with crisps?
You can hear it, can't you? You can bloody hear it. I know what it is, but I'm not saying it.
I, for one, know what it bloody is, and I'm not saying it. But I think we should go over to the phone lines and see if the callers know what it is. So, first caller, Danny.
G'day, mate. How's it going?
Oh, where are you calling from, mate?
I'm calling from just out near Palswich.
Well, you've heard the song. It's been recreated through the magic of crisps.
Right,
do you know what it is?
I think I do know what it is, actually. I think it's, is it Pringle Bells?
I see what we've done there. That is a good one. Oh,
Pringle Bells.
Hold on. A round of applause.
Thanks, guys.
That's a good pun, that is. Pringle Bells. No, I'm sorry, mate. Pringle Bells doesn't have any drums in it, really, does it? It doesn't start with a... It was basically... It's a percussion. We're looking at percussion here, but... I don't know if you just called him for the pun.
When he worked. But Pringle Bells was good. I'll give him that.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. Right, well, let's shoot straight on. We're all about pace here at Crisp FM. Keep it fresh, keep it crunchy. Second of the call. Hello, welcome to Crisp FM. You're with the Crisp Beds.
Oh yeah, I'm a big Crisp Bed here. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm actually really good. Like I say, I don't know if you've heard, we're up in the ratings, so keep it crunchy. Oh, hang on. I reckon that's a salt and vinegar McCoy's. It sounds a bit ridged.
You're not wrong. I know you're never wrong. You're never wrong. You were voted the region's best. You're never wrong.
Never wrong, not in the past 20 years. Go on, what do you think it is?
Without further ado, I know the song. I know what it is. It's
Go on.
It's Venga Boys. We like to party. In brackets, the Venga bus is coming. I'm right, aren't I? Round of applause.
Hang on.
Have you got a round of applause on the board? Round of applause.
Hang on. Let me just go to the...
Venga bus is coming, and everybody's a jumping, and we up to San Francisco.
I mean, it's lovely. I'm just looking at the sheet.
Do you need me address for the prize? For the prize?
I'm sorry to say, it's not right. It's not right. You're going to kick you. You're going to crisp yourself. You're going to crunch yourself.
Wait, like, to party. I said, wait, like, to party, wait, like, to party, wait. And everything bus is coming, and everybody's a jumping, and New York to San Francisco.
We just must state we're not being sponsored. I'm sorry, you've not got it. I'm sorry.
Have I not?
You're miles out. You're miles out.
Guess? Is it Semisonic closing time?
It's not, but that's a good one as well. It's the perfect place to enjoy a crisp in a bar, isn't it? Closing time. Time to get your knickers on the twist.
Usually buy 4 or 5 bags at closing time. Have them on the way home. Anyway, if I'm not right, I'm off then, so...
Alright, see you later.
Lads.
Oh, bloody brilliant. Well, I love the crisp beds, I love them.
Bloody crisp beds, aren't they? They're always... Give us a call, no one's got it right yet. Give us a call. Have we got anyone else on the line?
Have we made it too tricky? Pop somebody else on. Play it again. Let them hear it again.
Think about the beats. Have you thought about the beats? That's what we're asking. We're just asking you to think about the beats.
Asking. Get a caller on. Come on.
You're through to CrispsFM. Bevan and Mark in the Crunch Bunch. What's your name?
Hey up, lads. It's me. It's Johnny.
Hey up, Johnny. You sound like a right crisp bed, you do. You can tell by the crisp beds. Have you even swallowed? You sound like you got
I've got them in me. I'm keeping it in my throat like a baby bird. And I think that's what you're driving to. I've got 2 guesses. I've not decided yet. It's either baby bird, gorgeous, like me bloody self, or it's I love you salt and vinegar smile by Crunchy Rick and the Puffballs.
Oh yeah, very close with that last one there. I love your salt and vinegar smile by Crunchy Rick and the Puffballs. They'd have very similar opening bars, but it's not that.
I love your salt and vinegar smile. I love your salt and vinegar smile.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not that. Any more guesses? I'm going to give you a third guess. Come on. Think about the beats. Think about the beats.
Think about is it Beats by Dr. Dre?
That's not even a song. That's headphones.
Oh, I'm sorry, lads. I don't know it, but I'm a massive crisp head.
Well, keep crisping in the free world, and I'll let you go. But, Bevan, I don't think anyone's going to get it. It's too hard.
It's too tricky. These crisp beds out there. That's the thing with the crisp beds of today. They've not grown up with a gentle art of hearing the crunch of that crisp.
No, they haven't.
It's the nitrous oxide bags that we've got these days. They're bloody great, but you've just lost that honesty. You know what I mean?
Well, I will tell you, because we're not going to take any more callers. It was We Will Rock You by Queen. If you got that right in the chat, I can see you did. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Bloody brilliant. We will crunch you. Imagine if they'd said that, Mark, instead of
okay.
rock you to crunch you.
I tell you, what's it's all about? I think, you know what? I've just got myself a packet of strawberry cheesecake flavoured crisps, and I'm going to crunch them now. Tell them what's coming up, Bevan.
Okay, well, I'll just let you know some of the other things we've got going on the show later. We've got, obviously we've talked about, Larry Ledhill's on. We've got movie crisps. So we're going to be looking at, not us, we've got John Rain Snark, and he's going to be in looking at movie crisps. So
crisps throughout the movies.
Crisps throughout the movies. One of them tonight is Home Alone, and you're looking out for the lesser spotted, ready salted hula hoop snack somewhere within that film. So,
as we all remember, Top Gun, Tom Cruise had himself a chipstick sandwich. It was an early scene, but it's cut out. It's on the extra on the DVD. Get the DVD for that. It's the best part. They should have left it in.
Well, a similar story with RoboCop. When he's eating that baby food at close to the end, when he takes his metal helmet off, actually what they didn't put in, he was using Pringles for the dip. He was dipping it into the... Well, it was too crunchy, and the sound quality wasn't that good on VHS. So again, another scene cut.
They had to cut it because of the frequencies, just couldn't pick up the crunch.
couldn't pick up the crunch. They couldn't get it right.
One last one. If you remember the Matrix Reloaded, Neo, the scene with Neo, Matrix Reloaded, he's had a big fight with all them agents, hasn't he? And he's really tired. So what he does is has himself a bag of Transformer snack because he didn't have time to get himself a proper dinner. So he has a bag of Transformer snacks, got them out of a machine, had some Fruitellas, and then he got back to the fighting. Another deleted scene. You'll have to get the DVD box set for that one because it's very deleted.
You say that, and you said it with the last one, but actually, the film Titanic, when Leonardo DiCapricorn is making a sweet marriage gesture to Kate Reinhardt, he actually uses hula hoops for the ring.
Oh yeah, that's true, isn't it? Yeah, then they had to cut it, didn't they? They had to cut it, and then they replaced it in a post, didn't they?
Yeah, they put it in the post, and Leonardo DiCapricorn, what happened to him, eh?
Oof,
anyway, of the crisp world he was.
Thank you for joining us, Crisp Heads. It's been marvellous. My name's Bevan, my name's Mark, his name's Bevan, and my name's Mark, and we're going to be crisping our way all the way home now, so see you later, chaps.
Crunch for you lot.
The salt and vinegariest hits in town.
CrispsFM. WallerFM.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm bloody astounded for a start, but I'd quite like to take a temperature check of the room and really find out what you lot are thinking about that. Because I've made copious amounts of notes over here. Terry, I'm going to start with you. What did you think? No. Actually, I'm going to stop you there, Terry, love. I only want a short sentence. I don't want a bloody essay. Okay, I know what you're like.
Divine brilliance. That's
okay, lovely.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you, Graham. Well, it was interesting. I do like crisps, and actually, I had to sneak into my packed lunch to get a bag out while I was listening to that. So yeah, pretty good. It was all right. Okay, a couple of crisps heads over here. Middle management, Mike. What are you thinking?
Oh, I mean, as a concept, you wouldn't expect it to work, would you? But as it turns out, that were really delicious. That was, and I think, honestly, we should sign him up. Sign him up for our station. That's the way business works round here. You can't beat him, join him. Either that, or we get Graham and Terry. You know who you are, Graham and Terry, and we'll get you reviewing something different, like Kit Kats or Maltesers, something like that.
Okay, so taking a temperature check there. What I'm hearing is positive, most likely from everybody. We can kind of feel and see why the one bloody place ahead of us. Malcolm and Stuart, now really, I want you to comment. I want you to come and share some ideas about how you're going to regain that place. So ignore Chris bloody FM. How are you going to start climbing back up them rankings? And I don't want to hear bric-a-brac. I don't mind bric-a-brac, but I want to hear something new.
How about Stuart's hodgepodge? Sort of a bit like a Malcolm's bee, and I'm not going to say the word because he sort of said I can't say it. Malcolm's hodgepodge, Stuart's hodgepodge, and featuring a side of Malcolm. If you sort of want it, but it's optional side. Malcolm's the condiment.
I mean, I'm not overly keen on that. I was more thinking
you wouldn't be though, would you? You wouldn't be.
No, I wouldn't. I was thinking more of a bit of a change of direction, maybe.
How about a show where we eat crisps?
That might be quite nice. Or maybe like we make our own crisps, like a sexy cooking show. Like the year is 1985, and I'm dressed only in my dad's apron, which has the outline of a naked man on the front of it anyway, and I'm naked underneath, and and then we make our own crisps, and then we eat them.
So we just sort of slice up some potatoes and put them in the microwave and put ketchup on them. That'd be good, wouldn't it? It'd be sort of, like really thick slices, so they're all sort of heavy and damp, and make our own crisps.
Yeah, we're going to do that, please, Sandy. And also, we're thinking about a game show where the contestants dress up like potatoes, and we munch crisps in their ears while they run round a studio farm, running away from the farmer who's trying to pick them to take them then to the factory, where in the factory they're going to like gently slice them and run them up in the machine and then put them in the hot boiling vat, and then they get flavoured and dried and crispened, and then they get put in the bag and the nitrous stuff's piped in to keep them fresh.
It's really good. It's sort of a little bit like sort of Jackass, but mainly with sort of factories instead of crisps and instead of sort of stunts. But we did have an idea for a stunt show as well, but it was mainly sort of knock off of Jackass. But there's one we thought of one thing where Malcolm could sort of cover himself in crisp dust and sort of roll around in crisp dust, and then see if people on the street want to lick it off. But I don't know if that was just a fantasy.
Okay, I'm going to reflect that back for a second, guys. And I know under pressure, that's not often where you two are best. But basically, what you're saying to me is you've taken the idea of crisps and you're making something mental about
it. Yeah, because that's what sells, isn't it? Like, remember when we sort of did Grand Theft Auto on the radio? That was like really that made headlines, didn't it? It was one of the Yahoo stories. It was on Yahoo News.
That's part of that's part of the bloody reason why we're here. I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you there. No.
Here we go.
That's nice, but no, we've got Gwyn. We've got Gwyn in as well. He's been quiet so far. He's been sat in the corner. Gwyn's in. And at this point, I'd quite like Gwyn to come in, actually, and just maybe... So, obviously, in the position that I'm in, trying to hold you and hold it all together is quite difficult. So I'd quite like Gwyn just to come in, just to take the focus. Okay, take the focus for 2. He's going to take the focus on you 2, and then he's just going to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of thinking time. Is that okay, lads?
Yeah. I'm happy to go to the sort of the corner, the sort of feeling circle.
Namaste, boys. Cavalish Feely to you.
Oh, yeah.
Ravenelli over to you there, boys. Thank you very much.
Man. Oh, yeah. I'm spiritual.
Timoku Ketspire to you, Graham and Terry. Thank you, boys. Thank you. Okay. I just want to hold the focus for everybody for the moment. I'd quite like us to start an ideas dreamscape. So if we could get ourselves into the feelings circle, get ourselves into the sharing barn, and I want you all to walk with me as I offer you the table of crystals. The crystals are in front of us all, okay? And I just want everyone to have a look. And remember, with our crystals, Stewie, pipe down. This is for everybody, okay? It's for everybody. The crystals, gang, the crystals will be chosen to you. You won't choose the crystals, they will choose you, okay? Terry, I can see your aura. That's a lovely, lovely green colour. I can see Sandy, your aura is perfectly purple, and it's really lovely. Stewie, Malcolm, there's a little bit of an awkward brown aura around you at the moment, and I want to bring you into this wishing circle. I want to bring you into this dream shed, this fairground of thoughts. And I just want to point you back to when Moses stood with Pontius Pilate in front of that ocean, and he shouted to that ocean, "Begone!" And of course it didn't, and they both took their private boat across the ocean. And that's really what I want you to do here, is I want you to just to take a second, step into the isolation pod, and just have a dreamscape, have a bit of blue sky thinking, and from there, namaste, Ketspire, Hadouken, and I hope you come back with some ideas for the group. Is that okay, boys?
Oh yeah, thanks a lot, Gwyn. It's like, should we get in the pod?
Yes, I want you to all encompass, be embodied by the pod.
Is it a physical pod, or is it just a sort of state of mind?
Again, the pod isn't chosen by you. You aren't chosen by the pod. It is chosen by you, okay?
Oh yeah, cool, far out, man. Yeah, wicked cool, fair out, man.
Okay. Okay, right. Any thoughts on that? Gwyn, thank you very much. You just take a second. I know that does tire you out quite a lot when you get quite spiritual like that. So that's
yeah, thanks a lot
fine.
there, Gwyn. Thought I'd just pipe in, Sandy. I get what you're saying. The boys, they're not really cut out for it, are they, you know? These underexperienced kids could learn something from Graham and myself, because obviously we're riding high here at WallerFM. You know, we're not bringing the station down. And some of the youngsters got a bit ahead of themselves, didn't they? And obviously they've taken us below the CrispsFM. So what can I say, Sandy?
What you can say is pipe bloody down, okay? Sometimes, Terry, you forget your position, okay? I know you're trying to climb the ranks, but not now. This is not the time, okay? I don't know if you obviously didn't hear it because you were doing it, but I don't know if you heard your show earlier with Graham.
I've listened back. Absolute blinder, Sandy. Absolute blinder. Everyone loved it.
Couple of old men talking about allotments and bad backs. Ringing how many times have you weed during the night? Come on.
Well, how many times have you weed during the night, Sandy?
I haven't. I'm a very young lady. I have a tenner lady for that kind of thing, and I'll give that lady a tenner. Okay, a round of applause, please.
Well, I'll give you a round of applause, Sandy, but I don't know what you're talking about. Our show is diamond. Our show is crispy diamonds, right up there
Diamonds,
with
bloody
Noel Edmonds and Terry Wogan.
Give us another old reference. Terry Wogan, God rest his bloody soul.
Tony Blackburn, all the greats. The people will say Graham and Terry. Tony Blackburn.
What I want you to feel right now,
Richard
Terry.
Madeley.
Another bloody great. God rest his soul. What I want to do here is I want to point that bloody spotlight at you and Graham. I want that spotlight to really burn through you for a minute or two, because we need to cut over to what's bloody keeping me awake at night. Is somebody that's rivaling you. It's not bloody CrispsFM. We know that. We know it's not bloody CrispsFM. It's from the real feel. I don't know if you've listened to Justin Mayfair.
Justin Mayfair from Chucky FM. What's he doing?
Well, he's bloody doing more than you are. Whereabouts did I say there? Well, let me look back at my bloody papers. Where's the real feel in the bloody rankings? Where are they? Number bloody one. Number one. I don't know if you remember exactly. Chucky FM, breakfast show. He were bloody rubbish. Dynamite. He's bloody dynamite.
Okay, so, fine. Let's go across.
We're going to spend some bloody time over there. Get your bloody pens ready. Graham and Terry, I'm going to be looking to you two to tell me some bloody ideas afterwards. Couple of things that you liked, couple of things you're going to do better.
Yeah, well, let's see what they've got.
The real feel.
93.7
With Justin Mayfair.
Wicked! Massive wind-up! How you doing? Power boys in the house!
Oi! Justin Mayfair and a wacky bunch!
Wacky bunch! Absolute legends! Massive time!
I'm doing a bants plan. You're going to Seshley Ham.
Oh, this is the real feel. Justin Mayfair and his wacky bunch, Banch Plants, and we are going to be massive. We're going to play all the purest pop hits this weekend, coming down for your ears. And if you're driving around, if you're getting ready for a night out, give us a ring. What have we got coming up?
Coming up. Bants. We got trouser drop. Bants. We got wicked wind-ups.
Bants.
You're dumping your missus love on it.
Oh, Bants.
I think there's been a murder. Bants.
Chaffy Bants, mate. Oh my God, what a wicked show we've got coming up for you guys. It is massive and awesome to be here. You're all absolute legends. Justin Mayfair of the Wacky Bunch. And boy, tell you what, I am really tired from
We have been burning it. Go on, talk me through it.
Absolutely legendary VK Ice weekend. 2 essential days of the purest pop around.
Boy, we had quite a weekend. I was up all night, I was down in the morning, I was up all night again. The pop acts we had out there in the regional bandstand was absolutely amazing. Thanks to the legendary VK Ice Weekender.
Z-Mark featuring Lil Crew, BHS Grundig.
Pumps.
Sorry, I talked over you then, but I was just too excited about all the pop that came up that weekend.
Rob Dinkler featuring Cheyenne.
Absolute massive hit.
And we had the
featuring the
Corporate Club.
Oh, we were just chilling and thrilling, smashing bottle after bottle of refreshing, delicious VK Ice.
VK Ice. If you're having VK Ice, make sure it is on ice. We got bubblegum and passion fruit, Arctic watermelon, blue, purple banana, yeast, oranges, Day Glow strawberry.
Big sponsor
We were
there.
honestly treated like absolute kings, like royalty out there for the weekend. We turned up, we already had a keg full, a boat full, a bank full, VK Ice. We were smashing bottle after bottle. Absolutely gorgeous.
It was legendary. You should have been there. And bloody hell, I'm absolutely smashed from that weekend. We totally smashed it, didn't we, boys?
I couldn't have smashed it any harder, that's the thing. The thing is about this show, it starts at the lunchtime, but of course I think my morning's starting right now. I was off my nut last night, tuning it at Rob Dinkler featuring Cheyenne. I've said it once, I'll say it again. He was power beating through the night.
Massive tracks. Okay, let's go over to the phones. We've got Tracy on the line. Tracy, how you doing? And remember, we asked you last week, what kind of fruit would you be? And you've got something to tell us, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, I've got something to tell you what kind of fruit I'd be. I'd be a banana, because I'd be long, and I'd be wet, and I'd be ready and ripe. You could stick me where the sun didn't shine, or I could be my mouth, or we could all be mouthing all over me banana.
Oh, great one there, Tracy, you dirty tart. Okay, we've got another caller coming in.
Welcome. If you were a fruit, what type of fruit would you be?
Oh, how's it going there, Justin and the boys?
Yeah, pretty good. Tell us about it then. What kind of fruit would you be?
Well, I'd be a pair of massive melons, wouldn't I? And I'd get me melons out for you, Justin. I'm dancing around my handbag to your tunes tonight, Justin.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you on a call.
What a
Big up
massive
yourself.
caller.
I think we've got another caller. Can we take another caller?
Let's take another caller. Who's there on the line, please?
Hi, it's me, it's Sissy.
Sissy, you're through to Justin Mayfair. What kind of naughty bitch are you?
I'd be a kiwi fruit because I'd be really, really furry on the outside, but inside I would be delicious fruit that might get the seeds stuck in your teeth, but you know you'd be having a good time eating the insides of me out.
Wow, Sissy, you're a dirty bitch, and you're this week's Dirty Bitch of the Week.
Oi! Big time! Dirty shissy. We love to have you on. Always bringing that dirty beats.
Absolutely massive.
Beautiful.
So, as we said, we have just come back from a massive weekend. We were storming it. We were large in it. It was awesome. But tell me what, Justin? Tell me something. What is your takeaway tune from the massive weekend? What's number one?
Well, that's the absolute thing. So I've got to build this scene. It's nighttime. The dusk evening is coming in. We're full of VKs. I've been having the watermelon flavour, and I am souped up to the top with a watermelon flavour. You can see the steam rising off the crowd, the beats and the lights. And who comes out on stage? It's only the legendary Avalante featuring Little Dizlac with the big beat classic Still Be Mine. I can still hear it ringing in my ears now.
Honestly,
that is my tune of the weekend.
Legendary, absolute genius. It's got to be the best song I've ever heard. By far, one of the best songs I've ever heard. Absolute legends. And we're going to play an absolute exclusive for you right now. Real Feel exclusive!
Ooh.
So this is Avalante, Still Be Mine, featuring Dizlac.
You got it!
Still be mine.
You
What a massive anthem that is. The absolute
massive.
My God, it's got to be the greatest song, one of the best I've ever heard by far.
The tweets are blowing up, and it's not something we normally do, but can we just hit a rewind, play rind on that, please? I want to hear that again.
Massive rewind coming up, bound for the reload.
You got it!
Still be mine,
You got it!
when you walk down the street tonight. Still be mine,
You got it!
Still be mine.
still be mine,
You got it!
when you walk down the street tonight. When you walk down.
So we had an absolutely essential weekend out there, and one of the highlights of my week were meeting the band K-Lab, and we got them to record something for us, didn't we? So
A little bit of something special for us, and it'd be quite nice to premiere that straight after Avalante.
Play
Let's
it back.
cut straight over to that. You guys are going to be so blown away.
Hi,
we're Caleb.
We've been banging all weekend with Justin Mayfair and the Blue Crew. Don't turn that dial.
Oh my God, wicked.
no
I
way.
can't believe we actually got to meet the K-Lab.
Caleb. Oh my God, oh my days, that is literally the best thing that I think has ever happened. I'd not even heard that.
Absolutely, literally. I was like, literally, oh my God. I was literally like, oh my God, that is amaze.
Absolutely, a maze all over the place. I hadn't actually heard that. I knew we'd got it. I heard from the sound desk that they got it. I was too busy at that point. I was listening to the Hoof Boys featuring the Corporate Club. Boy, they were banging.
Massive hits,
Oh,
banging.
man, did we get anything signed? Did we get any signed Caleb gear?
Well, I
'Cause I
got
know
them to
there'll be a
sign a
few
couple of
people out
VK
there wanting
Ices.
that.
A couple of crates of VK Ice. I got them to sign a JLS shirt that I bought a sort of charity do the other week, and I got them to sign their name on it. It was very funny. But absolutely, tell you what, I think the time has come to visit some of Justin's local legends. How about it? How about it, Justin?
Yeah, why not? I love it. I love this part of the show. And the thing is, as well, with the local legends, it's nice to get out in the community. And that's why we're #1 in the region. It's because we're reaching out and we're touching hearts with you. Now, what I want to say is that Caleb gear is up for grabs. So anything with these quick texts from the listeners, if there's anything that's banging, you're getting the Caleb gear. All right, I'm throwing it out there.
Absolutely. Get us going. Read the first one out.
All right, we've got Kate from Sheffield. She's studying for her GCSEs, but she can't stop grinding to Justin's massive anthems.
Ledge. Oh, we've got Paul and Mark in Goole, and they're sat in the yard with a couple of Dago strawberry VK Ices soaking up the Mayfair vibes. Absolute legends!
We got Lucy and Liz. They're driving to Wakefield for a massive night of boozing. It's a party time! I hope you have an epic night out, ladies. Down a VK for me, will ya?
By far, some of my favourite legends so far.
Legends.
By far,
Oh, yeah.
some of my
Oh,
favourites. And finally, we've got Ian Welkins in Springthorpe, and he says, I used to listen to Justin when he was on Champ FM and my dad's scooter, which he sold to buy a purple tiger, a real one, and I was in charge of the poo. This was in Venezuela in 1997 before cheeseburgers came out, which I invented, but my nana stole the idea and crashed her boat into an army boat, killing Sylvester Stallone and 93 species of fish. Nice one, Ian. Sounds a bit bonkers to me. Woo! Absolute legends.
Oh, Ian! Absolute legend. That's amazing. The people of the region. Do you know what? Do you know who's getting that Caleb gear tonight? Do you know who's having it?
Who's it going to?
It's going to Wilkins!
Wilkins! Oh!
Boo, 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 boo. Oh, amazing. Now, just before we go out, it's been an absolute banger of a show. I want to hear that tune again. Again. Do you want to hear that tune again, guys?
What an absolutely massive smash. It's an essential mix. Okay, you've been great. We'll see you in a bit, and let's play it one more time. Bound for the reload.
You got it. Still be mine, You got it. When you walk down the street at night. Still be mine, You got it. Still be mine. Still be mine, You got it. When you walk down the street at night. When you walk down the street at night. Still be mine, You got it. Still be mine. Still be mine,
Okay, still feeling bloody youthful, are you, lads? Still feeling like you're the young men of the radio station? Go on.
Yeah, I
Speak
think,
for yourselves.
honestly, Sandy, would you want to listen to that crap in the morning? In the middle of the day? Would you want to listen to that crap?
You've just been sat here jiving around, pumping your fist into the bloody sky with the rest of us. We were all having a good dance to that. So yes, I think I would
Sandy.
actually.
I know, Sandy. It's a massive anthem, right? But I mean, and just because he shouts a lot and keeps saying legend, it doesn't mean anything, does it? We've got substance. We've got so much going on. Well, just imagine if he tried to handle a Graham's Adventure question game. What could he do? It's just middle of the road nonsense. And also, Justin Mayfair's 43. He's 43 years old. Why is he talking like he's 17?
I don't know, but he's pulling in a good crowd for a lunchtime, getting the 17-year-olds to sit down and plug their bloody iPods into to charge or whatever they're bloody doing. I don't know.
Yeah,
and listening to this on the radio.
It's not the only thing he's doing to the 17-year-olds. I've seen the exposed video. Seen some of those tweets uncovered.
I don't want to say anything about that, but I know for a start, and I don't want to wet anybody's willies here, but I know for a start that their contract's coming up soon, and they're looking for something new, and they're looking for something different. And I know they enjoy doing the lunchtime show there, but what about if they come over here and do a lunchtime show for us?
I see what you're saying, Terry, bloody Sandy. I can see what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you've lost your bloody tongue, haven't you? Graham, Terry, Sandy.
Isn't that
Get
your name?
it together.
I thought that's what your name was. Yeah.
I want some ideas from you two now. Otherwise, I'm going to be making a phone call to his agent this after bloody noon.
Go on. If you've got ideas, Graham, you've got ideas. Get your idea book out, Graham. You've got loads.
Well, let's have a look. Let me just put these crisps down. We won't be needing those, will we?
What about
get the ideas book out? Graham's motor racing.
Exactly. Kids love motor racing, don't they?
Graham's motor racing, and I'm driving around the bloody streets really fast.
Graham's night boat to Cairo. I was thinking that would be quite.
I mean, that's...
Well, it'll feature you sort of like around Egypt, looking at architecture.
Graham's dancing on nightclub tables. Yeah,
Graham's dancing like we can have dirty slappers. If that's what you want, Sandy, we'll have some dirty slappers on it, shall we?
I'll be one of the slappers. So, I'll be one of Graham's reviewing your garage tunes. Not your garage, not like your car garage. Graham
goes
tunes.
through your garage. You just give him the keys to your garage. He goes through, has a rumble, see if he can find any old packs of tunes that you might have stored away there for any reason. We'll accept lockets too.
Graham and Terry Imberlake, Justin Timberlake, Graham, Terry Imberlake.
That's a good one.
We just put our names together and become one person.
He's up and coming into Justin Timberlake. The kids love that, so...
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Graham's Maymays.
Graham Maymays.
Yeah.
Maymays.
Graham's Maymays. We go through all the Maymays of Graham.
Yep, that's it. I like that. Graham's cheese plant.
Graham's cheese plant, of course. That's happening anyway, though, isn't it? That's not a...
That's true, actually. It's just grown itself. Graham... Bricklaying with Graham and Terry.
Exactly. Sandy, I mean, what else do you want? Come on, we've got ideas coming out of our nipples. What else do you want?
Graham's nipples.
Graham's nipples. So, how about we have a nipples-only show?
Nipples only.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to the Lunch Bunch crew. This is a nipples-only show.
Graham's sandpaper review. Is that a 150 or a 100?
That's a 100, and you want to wet that a bit actually, because you want to do a bit of a wet sand.
We could do a separate show for wet and dry, couldn't we?
We could actually. That's true. That's true. We've got ideas.
We've got ideas, Sandy.
We've got ideas.
I don't know
what do you think of them?
Yeah, what do you think of them, Sandy?
Okay, let me just have a look through my emails. What is his agent called? Tom Snitherlatch. Okay, I might be giving Tom Snitherlatch a call later. Guys, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to wet anybody's willy, but at the same time, we can't keep doing this. Sixth in the bloody rankings.
Better than 7th.
There's only 6 places.
Exactly. Can't go any lower, though, can we? So we're never going to get any worse. The only way is up. Things can only get better. That's what they're saying.
Again.
Can only get better.
And Tony Blair was singing that in 1997. So.
Yeah, and I was too.
You were 2.
Yeah, I was actually. I'm a bit older
than that, Terry.
I was 2 in spirit. 2 in spirit.
2 in spirit.
I had the reading age of 2.
You did have the reading age of 2. And I think, what we're looking at here, no, lads, I'm going to stop you there. This is not happening, okay? I think next week there's going to be a different look and feel to the whole WallerFM show, because we just can't. We're hemorrhaging money. I don't know whether we can afford to pay for the bloody lights this week, or whether we keep you two bloody knuckleheads on the radio station. So I might have to start taking some gambles. And there's going to be some uncomfortable times for all of you. That's all I've got to say. Okay.
It's all doom and gloom with you, isn't it, Sandy? We've been absolutely knocking them out of the bloody stadium. With a sort of baseball. What about Graham's backache review? Come on. That was trending on Twitter for an hour or so in the region.
Yeah, under hashtag these 2 pillocks are old enough to be me bloody granddad, what they're doing on a young person's radio show, which I thought were a long hashtag, but, still did the bloody job, didn't it?
We don't pander to the idiot youth. That's what we don't do. We're not playing bloody Fortnite again. That was rubbish. I didn't know what button, how do you do it? What's go? What buttons go?
What buttons bloody go? Exactly. I don't know. The only button for go here at the minute is, speaking to bloody HR. That's the button on my phone. Julie, HR, button, ring it. Hello, can we have a word about Graham and Terry's contract? Can we have a word about Malcolm and Stuart? Can we have a word about all these bloody pillocks that are rinsing money for no bloody goddamn reason?
Well, let's talk about the ratings for Simply Sandy while we're at it, shall we?
Massive ratings.
Massive ratings. Quite good ratings.
And it's a new show. So don't start with me. Can I have a round of applause for that, please?
I'm not doing it. Who did that? I did not do that. Who did that?
Remember where your bread's bloody buttered, you. Remember where your bread's bloody buttered.
Malcolm's taken over the bloody soundboard.
Good on you, Malcolm. Well done. And that's great. That's great that you're doing that. It's great to know that you're on board. We'll have a talk about your show, and we'll dream something up tomorrow. Okay. I do want to say thank you to Gwyn. I know you've not done a lot, Gwyn, but I'd quite like to actually get you a bit more involved in bringing a little bit of calm to the station, including me. Okay. I know my outbursts, and a cavalish feeling to you as well. Guranga and calm thoughts to you, Sandy. Okay, great, lovely. I'm still feeling stressed, but we'll come back to that. Yeah, like I say, next week it's going to be a different show. Okay, different show. Now, there is one thing that we are doing on our station. DJ Cal. Is it DJ Cal Curtin?
That's him, Sandy, but he's not the only. He's not the only shout-out guy, is he? There's another radio station that's doing shout-outs these days, I've heard.
No, exactly. It's not even safe for DJ Carl Curtin. I know that over on one of the other shows, there's Jeff Jangles and DJ Pete Bathtub.
That's it. They're on Pure Pop Non-Stop Panic, aren't they? Who've just taken number 2.
Absolutely, and I would quite like to hear a bit of that. Not that this is more for Carl. This is more for Carl just to give him some tips. He's safe. He's safe as bloody houses, that lad. But it would be nice to hear a bit of that. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you've got any of that logged on the old computer system over there, Teddy.
Well, I mean, I had promised Carl that he could do his shout-outs today, but we could. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's go over to.
No. I can see. I can see. I can see he's outside, isn't he? He's been listening in. His head's down.
There's a delay. He'll get the message. Look, sorry, Carl, not this week. There's no shout outs for you this week.
But you're safe, Carl. Love, you're safe.
You're safe.
Terry, love, stop it. You're not in charge. You're not in charge. I was telling people that they're safe. You're not safe. I tell you that.
You're not safe.
Bloody safe as bloody houses. Safest pair of hands between the bloody nets, me. 1992. Rotherham Women's FC. Safest bloody houses in town. Hands in town and houses. So we're holding houses up and stopping bloody goals. Biggity, 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 bo, bo, bo. Big shout out to the Pad Tax Services accountants in Grantham. You're keeping them taxes on time, keeping them taxes in line, keeping them taxes for fine. Big shout out to the Jump Revolution Trampolining Park. You're keeping them jumping, keeping them ankles going. Don't blow your ankles, only one per trampoline, no jumping on the twos. Big shout out to Goodlag Church, big shout out to the Ponting Gravery Library, and big shout out to the Mill Lodge Cattery, keeping them cats sleeping, keeping them cats cheeping, and keeping them cats chirping. Bo, bo, bo.
Oh, we got a big shout out to Visit York Information Kiosk.
All the service stations eastbound from Selby to Pontefract, keep it going, keep them buses in line, keep them trains in line, keep them cars in fine, keeping them smells in time.
Boyaka from the top. We've got a big shout out going to the Mill Lodge Cattery.
Big shout out time, big beats time, big beats time, big beats time. We got them big beats, and they're travelling all the way from Botswana. Them beats, they've been growing in the African deserts, they've been growing on the African plains, they've been chased by the lions, they've been chased by the zebras, they've been chased by the crocodiles. And them big beats as they going in a busy truck all the way to Eswatini, all the way to Namibia, and they're finding their way into the big dark, deep down clogs in Angola. Angola time! Show us your t-shirts, and on the t-shirts are going all the way to Zambia. Zambia massive.
Zambia massive. We got a big shout out to Zayn at BMW in Salford and all the boys there.
Big shout outs to the Visit York Information Kiosks and all of the people in the Skeleton Fatties. Big shout out to the Kipper Flap FMs.
Rough beats coming down from Chesterfield. Ooh, awooga.
We got the big beats on the North Atlantic beats. We got the big beats on the South Atlantic beats. We got the big beats in the Indian Ocean beats. We got the Southern Ocean beats. And a big shout out to the beats on the time and the beats on the rhyme and the beats on the time. And every time I ring on the hand on the time, every time I beats on the hand on the rhyme, jumping out of beats and I'm jumping out of plane, jumping out of parachute, jumping out of same. Everybody know that I'm hanging on the line. Everybody know you got to wash on time. Everybody know you got your wish on the line. Everybody know you might grave got a blind. Everybody know you got to opposite the rhyme. Easy, opposite the rhyme. Beats and a mass on the beats in time, beats and the eggs and a beats and a rhyme, beats and a cake and a beats and a time, beats and a 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 eat.
Comedy pressure. We got a big shout out to going to Brandon Home Nursing Home. Big shout out to Bomba the Bisha, rising through the nightclubs. We got a big shout out going to Roundhay Rugby Club. Rugby did a ball. Everybody in the jungle. African for the jungle.
Big shout out to the damp washing left in the washing machine. Boy, you know panties gonna stink.
Panty gonna stink, man.
Panties are gonna stink, man. Give her another hot wash.
Daniel
Big
Myers Prestige Cars. Every boy there, know he'll be behaving badly tonight. Daniel Myers Prestige Cars and the school pumps of the Brow Game, just off the A61.
And them beats are looking out of the ocean. As the sun is setting, and the sun is rising, and steady, them beats is leaving. Big shout out to yourselves, big up band, big up style.
Them beats be leaving now. Believe the beats is leaving now. I believe the beats is leaving now.
I believe the beats is leaving now.
I believe the beats is beating now. I believe the beats is leating now. I believe the beats is a beating now. I believe the beats is a leaving now. I believe the beats is a beating. Keating, eating or eating. The beats is leaving.
You got it! Still be mine, I'm